The Tangent Egg podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Tangent Egg podcast. I'm Seth, and as always with me are Swoosh and John Doe.
Hello!
Hi!
And unfortunately, we're starting this week out again with layoffs.
Nice.
Goddamn layoffs.
Microsoft has cut 650 jobs.
Where from, though?
So, according to them, they've taken it from corporate and support. Now, we are quite big proponents of cut it from the top, not the bottom. Those hard-working developers who make your shit aren't the ones who deserve to get fired.
Yeah, agreed.
So, I'm quite okay with saying corporate get their heads trimmed. And support, I have a guess as to what happened there. And my guess is that they would have brought all the support teams from the various companies they've been buying recently along with them. And it would not surprise me if the cuts to support are from those because they're going to use Microsoft's support team, not Blizzard's support team, not Bethesda's support team, not, you know.
I mean, that does make sense in my head. So...
Although, support team, I'm like, sorry, you guys lost your jobs. Corporate, it's hard to be shitty at people who make way too much money.
But no, I'll have to wait to get another yacht.
But, like, at what level of corporate? Like, Swoosh and I are both, like, corporate, technically. If it was corporate management, fucking oath. Like, call the lot.
Amazing.
They're massively overly bloated.
Usually when they fire from like the dev team or animation or QA, they say it.
Yeah.
Which is what makes me think corporate is like management corporate.
Yeah. To me,
but I don't know. They haven't said any more about it in the couple of articles I've read about it.
I'm going to hope it was management corporate, because it's about time someone higher up got a fucking axe. For fucking
that would be good.
Great.
But yeah. And I unfortunately doubt this is going to be the last little layoffs that come through Microsoft.
Yeah, unfortunately. That tends to happen every time they absorb another company.
I mean, it happens every time a company absorbs another company. Unfortunately, usually the problem is that it's all the workers that get fired, not the chaff.
Yeah.
Oh, like, speaking of other people who aren't doing their job anymore, the entirety of Annapurna Interactive quit.
Like, the entire thing just up and left.
The whole studio.
Fuck.
That's very
management, developers, everyone.
That's a turn from our normal thing of, like, these people have been fired. These ones, an entire, like, not even an entire division, an entire company quitting?
That is an entire company, like, culling its own fat from the top of the tree.
Yeah.
Like, everyone just gone, nope, deadwood at the top, getting rid of it.
I really hope they just go and open a new, like, studio called Blackjack and Hookers. Just call it B&H. Like, it'll be fine.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, Annapurna Interactive is actually a subsidiary company to Annapurna Pictures, which, you know, has its billionaire CEO. They're in negotiations with said CEO to spin off Annapurna Interactive as its own studio, so it would no longer be a subsidiary.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be subsidiary, but not like directly as
it would
Annapurna
have
Interactive.
essentially its own CEO, and they would communicate between each other. But they'd be
more of its own identity too, because
Yeah.
I doubt they would have kept the name Annapurna Interactive. They probably would have gotten a new name as a new studio. You know, like when they spin off something and, you know, this is now fucking Santa Monica Studio. Yeah, cool.
It would have given them at least a bit more leeway in things.
But
yes, it would have.
That's also the problem. Like, you think a CEO wants to give up any of the power they've got?
Oh,
like,
God.
Yeah.
No way in fuck that was going to work.
Yeah.
So they were in negotiations with the CEO at Annapurna Pictures to get to be spun off, and the CEO decided to walk away from the negotiation table. Clearly, I get the feeling the CEO was like, all right, I'm going to call their bluff.
Yeah.
They're not going to do anything. They need this job. And then the entire studio tenders their resignation.
So he fucked around, and he found out.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't like
that's
these people
just
being
so
out of work,
cool. That's just so like, well, fuck you then. What are you going to do? Leave? Hey,
Okay,
come
bet.
back.
I mean, like, I'm not happy that these people have had to do this or anything, but the fact that they all quit together makes me feel like they've got a plan.
Yeah. Like, that, to me, says we're all gonna fuck off and do something that we want to do. Like, guaranteed they have a project they wanted to get off the line the second they were made into a separate entity of some sort. Something to help.
I mean, I don't know about that, but like Annapurna's big thing has been like supporting indie studios.
Yeah.
So you got to imagine that they're walking away going, "Oh, we have a load of contacts in the industry about upcoming games that we could throw some money at and do support work for," and be like, "Yeah, we're just going to spin up this new company and roll."
Yeah. Just freezing the
Because
fucking
they have
CEO
picked some-
out would be great.
They have picked some solid winners so far. I will freely admit, Annapurna's generally not a studio I buy games from. They're not my thing.
Yeah.
But like they were the reason Stray got made. And Stray was fantastic.
I loved Stray. Stray was great.
I would have loved to have been like just a fly on the wall of that CEO's office the day
When
he
he
found
found
out
out.
that everybody quit. Just
Yeah.
because, like, you can imagine him walking through the office like strutting, like, "Fuck yeah!" Told them what to do. Rather quiet here today. They'll all be in later. They'll be in begging me.
Even better,
And
it's because
sitting
like,
there.
he's
Sitting
part of
there
a
all
different. Like, they're a subsidiary, so they're a separate part technically. All he would have walked into was a very busy office of no one wanting to talk to him, because no one would want to tell him an entire company just quit because of his bullshit.
Well, so I've read a couple articles about this, and if it's to be believed, the way this went down is the CEO of Annapurna Interactive tendered his resignation, and then the guy under him, and then the waterfall happened.
Nice. Oh, I love that.
Where it sort of did all the higher ups quit on their own, and then the entire division underneath them just went in one go.
Look, if I had a really good manager or someone and they left, and, you know, they left because it was a toxic place, I would probably do the same. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, yep, fuck it. I'll go wherever they're going. Like, I'll just
I'm not
follow
hanging
this
around
guy.
with this bullshit.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, normally in at least like companies, there's always one or two people who would see this and go, "Ooh, I can finally move up, and I can make changes." But instead, all of them have realized there's no winning here. We're out. Like, I love that. That's great.
Solidarity. Hoorah.
Yeah. You don't really see
Look,
that.
you
too
want to
much
make change happen, that's the way it has to go down.
Yeah.
I have worked at so many jobs where it's like, guys, there's enough of us. If we stop doing our jobs, they have to listen to us. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But you complain about pay every day.
It's one thing, oh, I don't want to rock the boat. Fuck that! Rock the boat! That's the only
Flip
way you
the
get shit
fucking
done.
boat.
Yeah. I'm
So,
sad that this has
we-
happened, but it came to it. But I'm also kind of really jazzed for them. I hope they land on their feet and make a, like...
Yeah,
And do well.
absolutely. I will definitely keep an eye out for whatever they do next because, like I said, I don't really buy a lot of Annapurna's stuff, but like I really want to support whatever they do next because
Yeah.
like more people, particularly in the games industry, need to do this sort of shit.
Look, even
And
if their next thing they back is Hello Kitty Island Adventure, I'll probably buy it just for the sake of supporting them. It's like, fuck it, why not?
Looking forward to the next release of Blackjack and Hooker Studio.
Yeah, be great. Good old B&H.
So we have found out how much Diablo 4's made Blizzard,
Too much.
although we found it from the weirdest location.
Yeah.
It was actually on a dude's LinkedIn profile.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so this got found out not from an earnings call or like Blizzard bragging or anything.
Yeah.
But a dude trying to make himself look good on LinkedIn.
Wow. How
gonna
do we
be
keep
so
finding
popular.
this shit? Like, the internet keeps getting this shit from the dumbest fucking places. First, it was the guy who was, like, leaking government secrets to get brownie points on Discord. And now it's a guy on LinkedIn exposing how much our company's making.
Yeah, but like when I say something like Diablo 4 has exceeded $1 billion in revenue, is anyone surprised?
No. Look, that just takes one or two whales and they're good.
When they say they fired people in corporate, here's an example.
Yeah. Ah, goddamn. So, like, how much was it total?
Given the fact, according to this, it was they've made over $1 billion. But I'm pretty sure they're like banking in like every sale of the game. Like they've had, I think, 3 seasons now, which means 3 battle passes, which are all like $40 a pop. Then you've got any cosmetics people bought. You know, there's this whole pile of stuff that could have
they
resulted in money flowing back in.
They are definitely padding those numbers. There's no way in hell they're not.
Oh,
so,
well, that checks. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit of a...
But, you know, it's also not surprising when you then look over at, say, something like Hearthstone, and they just released a $60 skin. It is better than the one we complained about last week, which was just a weapon skin with nothing special.
Yeah.
Given the fact that Hearthstone generally doesn't have animated or 3D models for the characters you play as, and this one is, they have actually put some effort in, but still, $60, guys? Like, come on.
Look, nothing like that will ever be worth $60. Unless it's an entirely new game. No. Like, I'm not paying that for any kind of skin.
There's no way to fuck a cosmetic is worth it.
Yeah.
No.
It's just so strange. Like, and I love the fact, because I've seen things online for it, where everyone's like, oh, you know, Hearthstone's dying. Like, oh, shit. Alright, we'll show you we're not dying. $60 skin! Oh, why is no one buying our $60 skin?
I mean, that's almost the general... Go on.
I was going to say, that's almost to the point where they're actually trying to kill the game.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
The general vibe going around right now is that the writing's on the wall for Hearthstone, and they're like, crap, we've got to, like, there's a few whales still floating around, we've got to try and milk them while we can. So put it out, give it a big number, like, we've got to make a money.
Yeah.
And, like, they've tried to soften the blow by including some card packs with it, except that it only includes 6, and you can get 7 for $10.
That is hilarious.
So the most favorable way you could look at this is it's a $50 skin with $10 of cards.
That's
if I were a Hearthstone player and I tried to play a game and I loaded up with someone who had that skin, I'd just stop the game. I'd go and find another game to play. I would like another opponent. If I still wanted to play Hearthstone, I'd keep cycling opponents till I found one without that, because that's
same.
Hearthstone has, like, broken cards in it that they still haven't fixed. I actually watched a video today about it. There's a card that decreases your turn from its full time to 15 seconds.
Okay.
But if at the end of your turn, you play a card that has a lot of animation effects, it eats up your opponent's turn.
Oh. That's weird.
And this is a well-known bug from, like, 3 expansions ago, and it's still in Hearthstone.
At that point, do they just say, no, it's a feature. The card's meant to do this.
No, they keep patching it, so they clearly know it's a problem. They just don't want to take it out of the game.
That's dumb.
Would rather piss everybody off than actually fix the problem.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb.
Well, like, it sort of, like, rose in the meta for a little while and then went away, and then there was this, like, random summoning thing you could do, which could just randomly pull that one card out and just fuck your opponent.
Yeah.
But it was also fucking over, like, top level play where people actually need all that time to think. So they were like, okay, we'll just remove it from the summoning pool so it can't be summoned with this card by accident. How about you remove the fucking card?
Yeah. Just get rid of it, guys. Come on.
It's clearly not interacting with the mechanics of the game properly.
Yeah.
Which means it needs to go, not just... we'll just leave the mechanic as is and maybe it'll be okay.
Guaranteed it's a linchpin in, like, the CEO's deck, so he doesn't get rid of it.
One of the devs is like, I need this card.
No, you don't understand. I need this card.
It's not even meta.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's just a dickish thing you can do.
Yeah.
It helps trolls.
Because
of course it gets left in the fucking game.
Oh, guaranteed, yeah.
Yeah. Because, like, it does decrease your turn to 15 seconds as well. Now, you're not going to have this problem of your opponent animation loading so you don't get a turn. But it's still 15 seconds. And, again, at high-level play, people don't want 15-second turns. They want their full turn.
Yeah.
So, the card isn't meta. It just exists in this area where it's like, annoying for normal players who are just trying to play your fucking game.
It feels like something you'd pull out when you're losing a game. Like, fuck it, I'm not gonna win this anyway, I'm gonna make shit worse for you. Here, have this shitty
Yeah, you're already like one down.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get it. It's just like, fuck it. I'm just going to burn my deck this game.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're trying to weed out all the people who don't spend the money just to leave the whales who are too invested to not fucking be there, and then release a skin to say, well, if you want to be here, buy this.
Yeah. That'd be great. Honestly, if I ever find out who these whales are that are paying all this money, I'm just going to ban them from as many games as I can. I'll find a way.
Look, man,
if you
you've got the kind of dumb money that you can throw at shit like this, like, bro, I will come around and give you a massage every day. Just pay me that money.
Yeah. Be fine.
Like, you don't need to give it to these people for this intangible garbage. And I'll freely admit, I've bought some intangible garbage online for games.
Same.
But, like, I don't pay $60 for a fucking skin.
The biggest one for me was the fact the Reinhardt skin was just the weapon. They were too lazy to do even the armor or change anything else.
And that one was $40. Apparently, $20 additional get you a full character.
Yeah. Lovely. Yeah.
So I don't know if that tells you that Overwatch is ripping you off more than Hearthstone.
I think both are as bad as the other. Like, there's no winning.
That's fair.
Like, they're just kind of shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the state of gaming currently. I'm just sad.
Gaming's just depressing.
Fucking oath.
I mean, there's no, like, you can't, swing a fucking rock around these days without hitting a depressing topic.
Yeah.
Although, Unity has decided that it is now going to cancel that runtime fee they were trying to implement.
Oh, they finally realized that no one fucking wanted to pay it, and they were just going to ditch their shit.
Yeah. But it's like, damage is already done. You already wrecked the company, guys.
Yeah.
If we fix it now, they'll all come back. No.
No. Like, they're screwed.
The limitations of Unity have become well known.
Yeah.
And so other groups have stepped in. People have, like, Unreal's capitalized on it and decreased how much it costs to get Unreal. It's just like, guys, you set yourself up to fail. And now you're trying to backpedal and not die.
It's not just setting themselves up to fail. They opened the gates and let the enemy in.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing that D&D did, like, ages ago when they were fucking around with the rules. It's like, alright, cool. We're just gonna go over here with these people who are very nice to us right now and making it very cheap to do their thing. So, bye. Like, I don't know why they thought this was a good idea.
It's almost like they finally got one new intern and they actually listened to him and they're going, wait, really? It was a bad idea? Oh, that's why everybody left. Fucking hell.
Who would have thought?
It really feels like finally the guy with the spritz bottle finally made it into the CEO boardroom. It was like, no, stop it.
Stop that. They've had him locked in a cupboard for so long. He finally found the key to get out.
It didn't have water in it. It had petrol. So he started spraying and started flicking the lighter. So you make another dumb fucking idea. I'm flicking the lighter.
Perfect.
I mean, Hasbro does keep doing that because their CEO has stated that all his friends use AI while they're playing D&D games, so clearly it's a signal they need to embrace it.
No.
That just tells me that all your friends don't have any actual friends.
Yeah. Also, the fact that what they want to do is, like, Hasbro's, we'll just have, like, a rules lawyer thing. It's like, they already exist. ChatGPT is open source. You can essentially make your own version, train it on what you like. I checked the other day. There's at least 10 D&D editions of ChatGPT on the front page. There's more of them in there.
Yeah, but that's what he's referring to.
Yeah, I know, but it's like
people using those.
Yeah, but it's like we don't need theirs. We have a free version. Why would we pay these people for one?
We have a free version that almost always sits at the fucking table.
Sure.
There's always at least one in a group.
Yeah. I mean, generally, like, they probably your other DM friends who are like, I have read this book back to front because I want to know what it does.
Yeah. It's fact.
It's more that, like, the idea of the digital DM has been, like, a fantasy for ages. It's what created Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate and all those games.
Yeah.
They were an attempt to create the digital version of a DM. Yeah, okay, AI tools have the ability to be more flexible, but no, that's not what I want from my games. I want my dungeon master there who can talk and react to me, and I can see him and we can chat about stuff. I'm not sitting here being like, okay, I do this, wait for the writing prompt from ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where they've grabbed the stick with the wrong end and run with it. We're not using ChatGPT to run games. Like, even the ones on ChatGPT aren't to run a game. There's a couple that have tried making DMs and they fail miserably because it doesn't know what it's doing. I use it for, I'm a DM, I've been a DM for years. I use ChatGPT to spawn backgrounds, to create characters for the background. It's not used for anything major. I give it the prompts of a world, like, this is the points of a world, give me this region. And then it spurts some shit out. It's like, that's bad, redo it. And I keep going till I find something that works, and then I alter it further. I don't use it to be like, all right, ChatGPT, what do we do now?
It's an assistive tool, not a core feature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is clearly the direction that Hasbro would like to go.
Yeah.
Is we want to get to the point where, like, you log into D&D Beyond and you can just start playing with this digital DM.
Yeah. See, the thing is, that would be fine with a bunch of rules lawyers if all they want to do was play D&D exactly as the book says. But any AI can't differentiate from its programming or differentiate from the rule set. You can't ad-lib things on the fly. You are stuck in whatever role you have in the module. There's no way out of it. That doesn't sound like fun.
I mean, like, I watched a review that brought this sort of stuff up really well, where they were talking about how the original Baldur's Gate game is really difficult. Because the AI goes, oh, this character has the ability to just, like, power word death you. I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Whereas a DM can go, I could power word death the party today, but, you know, Swoosh has had a bad day at work and John Doe's been stressed about all the travel he's had to do lately. You know, maybe I'll just go with a binding instead of power word death out the gate.
Yeah.
You can kind of tailor the encounter to be good for the players instead of the most mechanically devastating thing you can do.
Yeah.
Which is what it should be. Like,
Absolutely.
you want challenge, but you want fun there. Not just something that's like, okay, here's the most devastating thing. Just top of the list, top of the list, top of the list.
Yeah.
Or most
And
efficient.
likely that's what an AI will do. It'll be like, I don't know you, but, like, the best thing I can do is cast 9 fireballs this turn, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would literally become players versus the DM. It would cease being the primary thing that D&D is, which is collaborative storytelling.
Yeah. I mean, we've really found that after we switched from, oddly enough, D&D to Savage Worlds, which much more emphasizes the collaborative storytelling elements of TTRPGs.
Oh, definitely.
Not to say that you can't do that with D&D, because, I mean, Dimension 20 and Critical Role are a thing for a reason.
Yeah.
But,
you know...
they also completely kill, like, the core of what D&D always has been, of, like, a group of people getting around and playing a game together. Instead of just, I'm going to sit in a room by myself and play against the computer, a game that used to be social.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, Gary Gygax would roll in his grave if he could.
I feel like the idea would be to, like, everyone's a player instead of one of you is a DM.
Yeah.
So you get your group of buddies around, but instead of one of you having to DM the game, you just let D&D Beyond handle that part.
No, anyone who is DM'd would get pissed off halfway through the first session and take the reins back.
Well, I mean, like, you then only get whatever creativity the people who design the bot do.
Yeah.
Like, I freely admit, like, when I run horror stuff, if I run games, I'm a big fan of Junji Ito. So a lot of his style comes through in the type of horrible creatures I create. if the AI bot's never heard of anything like that, well, you're never going to get anything like that.
Yeah.
The value of having different people run your games, like we have a group that we play in, and we've got 3 DMs in that group, which means that we have the potential to switch people out and get different flavors of styles of gameplay.
Yeah.
You're just not going to get that with the AI bot. It's created, it has some amount of light creativity it can do, but it's limited to however it was built.
Pretty much.
You don't have the infinite possibilities of life experience of someone to draw on and create their game.
Yeah. Yeah. DMs feed on trauma. That's how we survive.
I'm pretty sure like every DM group is just a bunch of trauma bonded psychos.
Oh, definitely.
If you have none, I will cause some.
Look, I have met
that
someone.
character you've got's getting pretty attached to that one, huh?
Yeah. You seem to really like this NPC.
Some mighty fine feels you got there. Shame if someone were to fuck with them.
Yeah. Well, I do find it funny. At one point, I was threatened with bodily harm if I killed specific NPCs. That was fun.
Which one was that?
That was Brutus.
Oh yeah. No, we would have absolutely ended your life if you'd hurt Brutus.
Yeah. I'm aware. I gave you a very dumb barbarian-esque person who liked drawing things. I knew what I was doing.
Hey, he was the precinct sketch artist. He was great.
He was.
We loved Brutus. Made us pictures of flowers.
I just like the fact that he would draw things, then suddenly those things would appear because you kept buying them for him.
Yeah, we did.
See, that's the shit you miss when you when you use an AI generated tool. It doesn't think of those things. It wouldn't put the dumbass beefy guy as the delicate drawing sketch artist of a guards group. Because that just doesn't make sense.
like, if there's one thing I've learned playing and DMing, players will come up with the most off-the-wall bullshit, and you've got to try and roll with that crap.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
luck, AI program.
It'd be like the, remember the robotic security guard that killed itself by throwing itself into a puddle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Or the Amazon robot
Yeah.
that got 12 hours into the shift and it's like, nope! And just died. I'm done. Fuck this.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, like, how many... Like, I can't imagine a chatbot. Like, the last big game that you were running, Swoosh, where you finished it by blowing up a quarter of the moon.
Yes.
That was an off-the-wall suggestion to see if we could try it. I'm pretty sure an AI bot would just be like, no, you cannot blow up a quarter of the moon.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my brain goes, there's probably a Soviet moon base you can explode up there. And there was. The dice said yes.
Yeah, just, I can't imagine an AI bot good enough. Well, at least anything we could make anytime soon.
Yeah.
That would be able to handle that kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
The stuff currently, like, the way it is now, wouldn't be able to make that kind of leap in logic. Or, you know.
The most useful thing I can think of, an AI tool for a D&D game, would be simply to look up rules.
Yeah. Like, I would love to make a rules lawyer, AI, link it to just a voice modulator. Like, right, what is this rule? And it just rattles off the rule for me.
Well, make up rules or maybe like random encounters.
Yeah.
Like spit shit out. So these are the parameters and to spit shit out.
Yeah.
Like, I've used it recently. I've got a wacky races campaign that I've got a few people running through. I know that they do a lot of their racing, but they also could be doing things like Destruction Derby, or that kind of thing. So I went to ChatGPT, like, here are the parameters of this world. I want to build a Destruction Derby rule set. Please generate baseline rules for a Destruction Derby, like, you know, arena in 5e D&D. And it spat some shit out. And it wasn't bad, but I just sat there and drilled this thing for about an hour and a half until I had a cohesive rule set that I just cut and paste from different parts of it. That's the only way I was really using it. And I think that's the
I mean, like, you're using it to look up obscure rules for you and find interactions for you. It's not about, like, creating a rule set. It's like, it's 5e I'm not going to use, and I'm trying to do this. find those rules for me.
Yeah. Make those rules. And I'm like, all right, cool. Give me some, like, current champions of the Destruction Derby circuit and what they do and how they look. And it just spits out random shit. It's like, all right, I like that one. I'll take that one. And then I modify it.
But even then, I'm sure, like, Hasbro's using even that to justify, oh, look, people are using AI. Clearly we got to embrace AI for D&D. No, you fucking don't.
Yeah.
Don't.
The only thing
The
I
game
want
already is... The game's good the way it is.
Yeah.
If we want to... If any particular DM decides they want to use AI for something, let them do it on their own time. You just stay the fuck out of it.
Yeah. You just make the things and let us do whatever we want with it. It's fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, we've got the rules from you. Stop trying to change them midway through.
Stop telling me how to play your fucking game. Let me just play the game.
My favorite thing is
Pretty much.
even in the rule books, it says these rules are not binding. You can do what the hell you want with it.
Yeah.
And instead, the guys who run D&D have decided, no, you will follow our rules now. You will do what we say. There's a reason we switched.
One more reason I like Savage Worlds.
Yeah, like, there's a reason we went there.
Quite honestly, I know we bitched about it like every time we bring up D&D. We're like, but we don't use that anymore. Seriously, if you've never looked at it, go check out Savage Worlds.
Look, I still have
surprisingly good.
I've still got my feet in the pool of 5e because it's a surprisingly good way of bringing newbies into roleplay.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah, but the second I can, I shunt them over to Savage Worlds. But, now I've got you hooked on roleplaying. Come with me.
The first taste was free. You want to play some more? Well.
Well, I mean, the pipeline used to be 3.5 Pathfinder. Now it's 5e Savage Worlds.
Pretty much. And D&D has
Eventually
no one to
you
blame but
want-
themselves.
But I mean, like, I don't like playing 5e, but I will absolutely 100% go as an onboarding tool. It's great.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But eventually you're going to find the railroading and lack of complexity annoying. And then you're going to want to play something more detailed. And then there are so many other systems just waiting in the wings for you.
Then there's like...
I like Savage Worlds because it's infinitely reskinnable.
Yeah.
But there's plenty others.
Savage Worlds is like the Subaru WRX of the gaming world. It's just... It can be souped up to all hell, or just be a general runaround car. It's great.
Yeah.
And then there's like Shadowrun, which is a sports car that gets run every 3 years, maybe.
I'm pretty sure, like Shadowrun's the Lamborghini.
Yeah.
This thing's handcrafted and you have no idea how it was made, but damn if it doesn't run.
Oh, it do. But by God, does it require upkeep? So many D6s.
Well, I mean, given the fact that the single greatest digital character sheet I've ever used was made specifically for Shadowrun,
Yeah.
I think says something about Shadowrun.
Yeah. Look, the people who play Shadowrun
It
are
is
the people
so-
who played, what's the little, like, Excel sheet, the game. It's, the space one.
EVE Online.
EVE Online. Same people who play Shadowrun play EVE Online. It's like, just, we love spreadsheets. You do you, bud. You do you.
I mean, that, or it's like, man, I've got these 19 kilos of D6s. What'll I do with them? That's one roll in Shadowrun.
Honestly, I think Shadowrun was made by disgruntled Warhammer fans.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking.
Yeah, you guys are like, I have so many D6s. What do I do with them? I don't want to play Warhammer now because, White Wolf is being dickheads. I'll just make my own system with D6s and hookers.
Maybe it was made by Big Dice.
Yes. Perfect.
We need a reason for them to keep buying D6s. Put out a game that needs a shit ton.
Add more mages! Add more mages!
Although, I'm slightly grumpy at G-Dub right now.
Why? What have we done?
So they put out a trailer recently that looked like it. Honestly, it looked sick as hell. It's for Kill Team.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing. A sort of a small squad-based thing. They had a bunch of Imperials coming in, fighting Tau. It was so cool. Yeah, it turns out that trailer was for miniatures, not for a game. They actually had to put a disclaimer underneath it being like, not a game.
Why? Why? Bastards.
It honestly looked like a really sick, like, tactical shooter.
Yeah.
Not shooter. Like Tactical Breach Wizards.
Oh, yeah. Like
XCOM style. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. It looked really cool. It was like, yeah, cool. You did really well with that Great Heights one. I'd like to see another one. And Kill Team's really cool. People are really into Kill Team right now. Maybe a digital game would be really dope.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was just an advertisement for miniatures. It was not a game.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
The entire comment section is basically the comment section going, boo, should have been a game.
I love it. Perfect.
So the Australian government's announced its changes to the way ratings are going to happen to do with loot boxes and gambling in video games, and retroactively, that's going to look real funny.
It's going to be great. Occasionally the Australian government does good things. Occasionally.
Look, I'm happy they're doing this,
yeah.
but it's going to look kind of weird when you see stuff on a shelf now.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is anything that has like loot box type stuff, that's a straight M rating. It's not M15 plus, it's just M, but like, I'll take it. It clearly indicates that it's not for kids.
Yeah. It separates it.
And anything that has an actual like slot machines, roulette, poker, anything like actual gambling simulated in it, that gets a straight R rating. That would mean the original Pokemon Red and Blue games would be R rated. Because there's an actual slot machine you can play in that game.
Yeah. Used to be like, it was a first
your next Animal Crossing, that's going to be an R-rated game.
I'm wondering if, the original Super Mario Bros. Games, is that section where you get the three runs.
Yeah. The Toad game, essentially. It was basically
That'll probably get you
an
an M. It's probably an M, that one.
Maybe.
I don't know how much that one's going to count for... Look, either way, they're increasing the rating on... gambling in video games, and I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, I love it.
At all.
Yeah. I'm keen for this. It'd be hilarious.
It's going to look funny on some games.
Yeah,
that it's just going to get these high ratings because of the gambling mechanics. But, like, seriously, we've got to do something.
Yeah, it has been getting a bit out of hand for a long time.
I'm almost feeling sorry for all the people that are working at EB when this goes through, because holy fuck, you have to pull some random games off those fucking shelves just to put a new fucking sticker on it to put it back on a fucking shelf.
I think the funnier thing is when someone comes up and be like, I've bought Animal Crossing for my kids every other installment. Why is this one R-rated?
Because you're a bad parent. Just walk away.
You don't want to know what they do in the crossing.
You ever wondered how they get all those, like, human-like animals?
Look,
the new one has a purge mechanic.
In the last game, because you could make your own custom tiles, I made, was it a tile set, which was Yamcha in the crater, after being destroyed by the side of them. So I just put that randomly on my map and called it Yamcha Falls. So yeah, you can do some dumb shit in that game.
Oh man, speaking of it's gonna make an absurd amount of money, which disappoints the shit out of me. Did you see that Logan Paul and KSI have teamed up with Mr. Beast?
Yeah, to make a brand of Lunchables.
No, they're making a competitor to Lunchables.
Yeah.
And of course, because...
As I say, one of the top comments to that is, I'd rather feed my kid a bar of solid lead.
Yeah. They might as well be, if you're, looking the shit in it, so...
I mean, they're clearly trying to play off the idea that they're similar to Lunchables because they called it Lunchly.
Yeah.
So they clearly want to get, brand misalignment in people's heads.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what's that thing the kid wants? Lunchables? Oh, Lunchly, that'll do.
Yeah. The weird thing, though, is they're trying to claim that it's healthier than Lunchables.
It is.
Yeah.
By the slimmest margins.
Oh, yeah. By, the film of their teeth kind of thing. It's like, oh, no, we're healthier. Yeah. Technically? But how many forever chemicals are in your hydration drink?
Yeah, I know, right? And their whole thing was like, oh, our hydration drink doesn't use salt to replenish electrolytes. It uses potassium. Cool. If you're actually trying to replenish electrolytes, you need both?
Yeah. Yeah. Also,
you're giving this to a kid who's probably been in school all day and isn't needing electrolytes.
yeah, it's a bad idea. But also, I don't trust any drink that calls itself a hydration drink. That I know that like things like certain electrolyte things do exist, and they do like refer themselves as that.
Hydrolytes and that kind of thing.
Hydrolyte, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still look at those like the fact that you're trying to sell me that you are just hydration but not calling yourself water confuses me, and now I don't trust you.
But I buy Hydrolyte at a pharmacy. I'm not likely to find that in fucking Coles and Woolies.
Yeah.
If I can buy it in Coles and Woolies,
I mean,
it's junk.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, I'm not going to pretend that, like, if I'm feeling particularly ratchet, I won't go buy, like, a Gatorade or something.
Definitely.
But I'm also not fooling myself and being like, oh, this will fix me. It's like, this might have some stuff in here that I'm missing right now, and then I'm going to go keep chugging water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I am under no idea that this is a healthy drink. I just kind of need more electrolyte right now.
And it's like, when you look at it all on balance, it's like, you really shouldn't be giving your kids this either. It's still garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This garbage is just made out of the cardboard that had vitamins inside of it, not just random cardboard from the street.
Ah, makes sense.
The thing I think is dumb is, like, of course, people were criticizing these three for putting this thing out.
As
You know,
they
it's
should.
just a shameless cash grab and the whatnot. And they're like, no, we did it because we were thinking of the kids and we wanted to create an alternative to Lunchables, which is the thing so many kids eat. You fuck off.
I mean,
The fact that you called it Lunchly, which means you wanted to get confused with Lunchables,
Yeah.
you're using the brand power of 3 people to try and sell it.
also,
You're clearly just trying to make some cash.
Oh,
just
definitely.
admit it and
Yeah.
move on.
Also, I'm pretty sure if they wanted to think about the kids, they wouldn't have hired registered like sex offenders to work for their companies.
I mean, that whole thing's like turning it. Like, there's another lawsuit's been leveled at Mr. Beast from I think it's 5 contestants of one of his things about working conditions and the level of sexism that happens with the employees at, I can't remember what their production company's called.
Yeah, no, it's
Which is another black mark coming for Mr. Beast, and that's not helping.
honestly, I'm surprised he went ahead with this deal just on the back of that. I think he's like, I need something to take the heat off. Let's just do this thing.
It was a $5 million prize contest that's supported by Amazon. I'm pretty sure it was already in the fucking pipe before any of this happened, and they just sort of hoped they could get it out.
Yeah.
The fact that he's also, like, launched the Lunchly stuff at the same time, it's like, most people would be like, maybe don't launch your new product while there's a massive investigation of your company happening. But chances are, all the promotions were already lined up. All of the stuff was shipped out to stores. I'm pretty sure he's just having to roll it.
Pretty much. Even then, like, the Feastables line of candy and shit he has, fucking horrible. Like, that thing...
I've never had one.
I haven't had one, but I found them because they've hit Australia at some point.
Yeah.
And I've checked the back of them. One of those will kill a diabetic, I swear to God.
It mostly
I
should
bet it
have.
would.
Hell, I felt like my sugar's spiking just by being near them. It was terrifying.
I know it's a really bad thought, but do you think they sat down and go, we need something else bad to put in children? What are we going to do?
No, I think we've drifted too dark. Too dark, guys. Too dark.
Worth it.
Someone put a light on that.
But, yeah, I don't see anything at this part being like anything but a cash grab, essentially. Like, this is...
What's depressing is he's probably going to do incredibly well.
Yeah, I really hate the fact he's going to do well for it. Because, the kids love
the brand power of those 3 guys are probably going to get it done.
And the weird thing is...
I'd
they are
love to see
3
their
of them-
demographic.
Oh, yeah, it's all kids, but...
Young.
Yeah.
Get them young.
No adult likes Logan Paul.
The problem is, like, these are 3 of the most horrible human beings I have ever had the misfortune of seeing pop up on any social media. It's just like...
Look, current allegations aside, Mr. Beast isn't nearly as bad as Logan Paul.
Oh, guaranteed, yeah. I agree. I still think he's a lizard person. That smile does not touch his eyes. He's somewhere there.
He's at least lizard adjacent.
Yeah.
Like maybe like his mom was a lizard person.
Definitely. He's definitely related to us in some way. But
Where did his money come from originally?
Minecraft
Did I just miss that whole
videos-
fucking step?
It started with Minecraft videos and then just built the same way that Logan Paul did. Just back in the old days of YouTube where you could still make a lot of money very quickly. Before the apocalypse, that kind of thing.
Early days of OnlyFans.
Early adaptation of things like Patreon. He did have a bunch of his own money, and then his stunt video just took off.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pretend that he hasn't done very well for himself.
He has,
Like, he's
absolutely.
milked it.
Look,
But like, goddamn.
all I'm going to say is sociopaths make really good businessmen. Like, it's a recognized thing. Anyway.
I mean, we've said it a bunch of times. You don't become a millionaire without stepping on people's necks.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and giving zero fucks about it.
Pretty much. And I don't trust
But,
those.
you know, like, I'm less, like, I don't like all the stuff that's been coming out lately for Mr. Beast, and I've always had a bit of a meh, because I don't really like people doing that, like, charity for clicks thing.
Yeah. Charity needs to
If you're
stay
going to
off.
do charity. Don't do it for publicity.
Yeah. Agreed. If you're doing charity and
But-
you're recording it, you're not doing charity.
Yeah.
The argument's always, but, like, how am I supposed to pay for the next charitable thing? That's what this does. Yeah, but, like, I don't know. There's something about it that always feels icky.
Even then,
But the point is,
my response to that is, how do I pay for the next charitable thing? Like, by being charitable.
Yeah.
You're giving money away. You're not trying to make more money to then put that money
Yeah,
away.
no. But the idea is that if I give out $1,000 and film it, I can get that $1,000 back in ad rev, at which point I get to do it again.
Yeah, but they never do. But at least Logan
Mr.
Paul
Beast
does.
kind of does. Again, Logan Paul's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and defend Logan Paul at all. I'm literally just saying, like, current allegations aside, Mr. Beast has been better.
I will say he
At
has
least he did do some charitable stuff.
the thing the face he put towards the public is better. I will give him that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The background
Yes.
stuff has been happening
But-
for a very long time and isn't good.
Yeah.
So
The curtain's starting to fall and we're seeing the wizard for who he is.
yeah.
But Logan Paul's a giant lump of crap. The fact that he still retains the fan base he does and the popularity to keep Prime running and works KSI and all this sort of shit. And I'm not saying KSI is a particularly great guy himself. But, like, Logan Paul is absolutely the turd in the punch bowl of the three of them. Like, why the fuck would you want to work with Logan Paul?
Yeah. At this point, working with Logan Paul itself should be a red flag.
Yeah.
Like, that should be
Feels
a
like it.
career-ending thing. It's like, you work with Logan Paul, get out. Like, oh.
It certainly makes me question your character.
Yeah.
Whether or not you are a bad person, I'm not going to say just because you associate with one person. But it's definitely one of those kind of things where it's like, you did a brand deal with Logan Paul.
Yeah.
You know this guy, right? You know how much of a piece of shit he is.
You know, he scammed his audience.
and you
3
still did
times.
it.
Like, eh.
It'd be like if we showed up on the Joe Rogan Experience next week. It'd be like, something went wrong.
Yeah. Like, honestly, if we turned up on that, it'd be fucking hilarious. Someone here is getting fired because we made it through the door.
Honestly, it'd be one of two things. Either for some reason we sold out hard, and I mean, like, there's got to be like a dump truck of cash out the front of my house, or somehow we managed to get in with enough ammo to just wreck him.
Yeah. Great.
I can't imagine what it would be because, I mean, he's been doing this professionally for way longer than I have and dealing with all the bullshit. So I'm pretty sure he'd have a pile of ammo of his own.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, they're the only two reasons I can think we'd ever be on the Joe Rogan show. Like, I don't like Joe Rogan. I don't like him as a person.
Yeah.
If
not
you ever
bad.
did a call-in section, I'm sure we could be the rambling idiot.
Oh, we could.
Oh, that we could do. That.
We could get on
Start-
that show.
That we could do.
Start asking some fun questions.
It's not like we're on, episode, like, 138 of us rambling into microphones.
Yeah. No, we wouldn't do that. Oh, God.
So, I think the last little couple of things we had for this week, one of the major Ubisoft investors wants to out the CEO and basically trim the company, so layoffs,
Yep.
to increase the profits for shareholders.
Shareholders can go fuck themselves.
Kinda.
I don't like share. Every time a business goes like private and only answering to shareholders, it gets worse. Because all they focus on is making this group of people shit tons more money.
Look at
The problem is always more.
Yeah.
You could be a shareholder and just cut your fucking check at the end of every month and take your share of the money.
Yeah.
It's the fact that shareholders get shitty if it's like, what? Percentage didn't go up? Fuck you.
I'm only
look
getting
at
the
EA.
same 5 million.
look at EA. That's very much line must go up.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
Ubisoft doesn't have that, and they're still pumping out trash. Like who would want to invest in it? Really? Like, god fucking damn.
Honestly, I'm kind of like the morbid curiosity kicks in occasionally where it's like, I would like to see this happen just to see how long they last, because it wouldn't be too long. The next games they put out, unless they are absolute bangers, they're already going to be in trouble.
I'm pretty sure even if they don't do this, they've got that same, sort of Damocles hanging over them. What was it? Heartland got cancelled. Skull and Bones was very poorly received.
Because of shit.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown got good review scores, but sold poorly and it's basically forgotten already. And Star Wars Galaxies has not Star Wars Galaxies, Outlaws, has reviewed middlingly and not been a particularly, I certainly aren't hearing people talk about it.
Unless you're
And I pretty much spend my day looking at gaming stuff.
Look, I know some die-hard Star Wars fans. Like, proper, in the trenches, lovers of Star Wars. They don't talk about this game.
But like even some games that put out like X Defiant, that's apparently still a thing.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about X Fine.
Everybody forgets about X Defiant. There was also that like co-op extraction game that was meant to be a spin-off of Rainbow Six. Like they pumped out a few games that just disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the zombies thing they did.
Yeah.
With the infected, where you
they're like an alien infected thing.
Yeah, that's it. But I think they incorporated that they then folded that into Rainbow Six Siege as a seasonal game mode.
Yeah.
No, it's an actual standalone game. I've got it on my Ubisoft account.
I know it is, but they have since incorporated some of the mechanics from that into seasonal events of Siege.
Yeah.
So it's you need this even less.
Yeah, you don't have to buy this other game anymore. They might as well just give it out for free.
I mean, their next big thing is the next Assassin's Creed, and that franchise has not been getting a lot of favorable coverage lately.
Guys, given the track record of those games in recent years, I don't see this being the one they hit it out the park. Even though they're going where everyone wanted them to go from the start, I don't think it's going to save them.
I'd agree.
They have come out and said they will be doing an offline mode for the Crew 2 and the next Crew game that's coming out.
The Crew 1 and 2 are getting offline patches.
Nice! So they're at least learning from some mistakes.
So, Stop Killing Games got its dub.
That's good. And I'm happy for that. At least that petition did something. It wasn't just ignored by everyone again.
But, we're going to have to wait and see. There's still plenty of games that could go the same way. It's one of those, we got the win. Now stay vigilant, because it'll happen again.
We won the battle, we haven't won the war.
No. But, I mean, Ubisoft is sitting on other franchises like Rayman, Splinter Cell, For Honor, and Watch Dogs, and they haven't done dick shit with them. And they keep teasing people with the idea that they're still working on Beyond Good and Evil 2. And yet, the next thing they've got is, we've got another Assassin's Creed coming out, guys. Aren't you excited?
No, give us Beyond Good and Evil again. Come on.
Well, they also released a teaser thing of the three lights from Splinter Cell. It's I want it. Do something.
You know what that teaser was, yeah?
Some other bullshit.
Is it a pachinko machine?
Sam Fisher joining Rainbow Six.
That's right. Yeah. So fucking uselessness. It's don't you have phones is what that fucking felt like.
Yeah. Fuck.
Trust me, as a massive Splinter Cell fan, I was so hyped when I saw that, and then when I found out it's just a fucking Siege character,
No.
They did the same thing to me when they put him into
Ghost
fucking
Recon. Breakpoint.
Yeah, into Wildlands.
Was it? Yeah, Wildlands it was, yeah, because Breakpoint was one before that.
No, Breakpoint was the sequel.
Was it?
Yeah, it was Wildlands, then Breakpoint. No
I
one
knew it was
likes
one of them.
Breakpoint.
Yeah.
It was Wildlands, because that's the one they put the Predator in.
Yeah.
They all blend together in my head.
Yeah.
I can't tell them apart anymore.
The only reason I know the difference between the two of them is I haven't played Breakpoint.
Nice. But like, I don't like the idea of them doing this because they're going to trim the fat from the bottom again, like they always fucking do.
Every time.
And it's just going to be bad. It's going to make me sad, and we're going to have to talk about it again.
Yeah, probably. But, like, it's not happening yet. Just one of the guys has put in, like, a notice, and I think they've got, like, 60 days to respond to him about it. But, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen yet. But, yeah, someone there's shitty about the 40% decrease in Ubisoft's value.
I mean, they
Can't
should
imagine
be,
why.
but they should take that as we should probably stop releasing undercooked games.
Yes. Especially given the fact that, like, Star Wars was their chance to, like everyone was giving them as much, like, have as much rope as you need.
Yeah.
Just make a good Star Wars game. And then to phone it in at the last minute, it's just like, guys, come on.
Yeah.
It looked so good. And then
We were so keen.
Star Wars is like one of those franchises that just gets to print you money.
Yeah.
yeah.
And although, did you see that Sony's really shitty at Helldivers right now?
Ooh, why?
Because they have seen a decrease in the player base because Space Marine 2 came out.
Yeah, Space Marine 2 came out. What do they expect? I love
All the
Helldivers.
players to keep playing Helldivers and not play Space
I
Marine.
love Helldivers, but at the same time, I've just bought Space Marine. I'm playing that after we finish recording.
It's really good. Would highly recommend it. That shit's co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've played through all of Space Marine and I've played the Operations as well. It's fantastic. I love that game. Definitely a good evolution of the first one. And yeah, apparently Sony was looking at Helldivers being like, where the fuck's our players gone? To the thing they're going to be distracted by this for like 10 hours and then they'll probably come back.
Yeah.
Side note, Helldivers has actually put out a big update recently, which has been a pretty good glow up.
Yeah, I had a friend of ours going through it, and he's been saying it's pretty good.
Yeah. Massive buffs
They
for a lot of shit.
essentially, yeah, basically everything that had been being nerfed basically went, nope, everything gets buffed. Everything gets more insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everyone wanted from that game.
Yeah.
Just make it crazier.
Just let us kill more bugs. Just throw more bugs at us and give us stronger weapons. We'll find a way to make it fun.
From what I understand, they made a lot of weapons a lot better, a lot of stratagems got a lot better, but health pools on enemies got bigger.
Ooh, interesting.
So the idea is that instead of them having like hyper armor and shit like that, there's less armor about, but there's bigger health pools.
Yeah.
So you're still going to want to hit the weak spots. You're still going to probably want to use the right weapons for the right job, but more weapons will do more work.
That's good.
I can do more damage for the sponge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, headshotting the automaton's still the best option. It's still a weak spot. But if you miss, it's not going to take you a million shots to kill it because we dropped the armor value.
Yeah.
And quality of life things like the missile devastators, yeah, they actually have a reload now.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Jesus Christ.
So apparently they spam missiles less. This is just from notes. I haven't actually jumped back in and played more Helldivers, although after reading the update notes, I kind of want to.
I'll probably do that this week.
It will shoot less. You'll be able to see the number of missiles it has left in its pods, and once the pods are empty, it goes into a reload cycle before it can shoot again.
That I like, because those things were mean.
Oh, they were absolutely busted.
They were insane.
You'd come over the crest of a hill and just be like 9 missiles.
Yeah. From like across the map, too. It's like, why? I just wanted to do things.
It just dived down, man. I don't want to do it again.
Look, I wasted a lot of lives trying to get like a bunch of samples at one point. It's like, no, I'm not leaving behind these 6 uncommon samples. Yeah.
And then you realize how, like, they're fucking everywhere and you don't need that.
Also, I'm pretty sure I was
On the
already
other hand-
uncommon.
There's 6 super samples, and I'm like, okay, we're going through march through hell for those 6
Oh
samples.
yeah, we're getting that. We're going straight to extraction. Fuck this. We're not losing those.
I love the meta shift when people realized, oh, you can just put the samples at the end of the game and pick them up later.
Oh yeah.
I want to do that.
Dump them behind. Like, fuck, this is so much easier.
That actually became like a thing we used to do anytime we crossed near the extraction point. We just like everyone would just dump their samples no matter what they were.
Yeah. It's a smart move.
Yeah.
I think I need to reinstall it. I think I uninstalled it a while ago.
I've kept it installed, but I've also been like looking. It's like I could use more space for like other games, but I'll keep it going.
I mean, I just reinstalled Remnant because they're about to drop their last DLC for that game.
Oh, nice.
It comes out on the 24th, so I just reinstalled and I'm like, oh, I'm going to end up playing a lot of Remnant 2 again.
Yeah.
It's a good game, though. I would highly recommend Remnant 2. Another good co-op title, by the way.
Co-op is good. It's been a while since we played some co-op.
I mean, we really got to play some Space Marine. Like, Space Marine fucking slaps.
Oh yeah, no, I had to wait until I got paid because it's a Australia tax.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But now it's installed, it's all updated, and I can play it now. It's like, yes, good. I had to work on
And they're
the
really-
today just to make sure I could.
They're
play.
actually, they really are listening to the fan base. They actually created an entire website just to get feedback from the players.
That's awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you're on Steam and you check the latest update for Space Marine, it's them basically going, here's the website to give feedback, and here's like answers to some of the most common questions we've been getting on the website.
Well, that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, a developer doing good things?
No, that can't happen.
Okay, well, we're out past now, so I think we'll wrap things up for this week.
Yay.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.
See ya.